Hello! It's been way too long since I've done a video, so I decided that since I have a little bit of time right now, I would go ahead and talk about my book that came out. It was back in December, believe it or not, and its title was Beast and Roses. Its cover is right here. You can get this on Amazon.com in paperback or Kindle, and this is actually the only copy I have in my house right now. I sold out at home, but this is my husband's copy and it's a little bit dusty, so it's got 3 fairy tales in it, 3 different retellings, and the first one is the title Beasts and Roses. That is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So I really love the story of Beauty and the Beast and just have for I think a long time wanted to retell it and wanted kind of to take a different take on it. And so this time I watched a lot of different versions of it, the Disney version and the French version from the 1940s, as well as the latest French version with Vincent Cassel and Léa Seydoux, which I love. And then I kind of just decided to take what I liked from those, but step away from the origin of it being in France, which was kind of sad because I love French culture, but I also love Chinese culture, and I really have been interested in the Tang Dynasty lately and just kind of the more powerful presence that women had in that time period. So I thought that I could really give my beauty character a lot more strong and independent qualities that she needed to stand up to the Beast character in my story if I set it in that setting. And so we have Mei Fang, who is a young girl whose family has fallen out of favor with the emperor, and she is now sold off to a warlord who's known to be a tyrant. And how does she feel about that, and what's she going to do about that, because she's not sure if she's ever going to love this guy, and what he obviously has some dark past and dark secrets that she uncovers. And unlike other traditional beasts, he's actually very handsome, so I had to make his dark secrets a little bit nasty because to combat with the fact that he's physically attractive already to her. So that was fun. I really loved doing that story. And then the second one in this novella is Siren, and that is a retelling of The Little Mermaid. And I always loved that story and when I was a kid, and my dad would read me the original version, which doesn't have such a happy ending like the Disney one, so I really kind of wanted to be true to that, but not in a sort of downer way, but more in a hopeful way, because she doesn't exactly get the happy ending that Ariel, the princess, does in Disney story. So that was actually kind of a little heartbreaking to write, but really fun as well. And then the third story is a retelling of the Artemis and Orion tale from Greek mythology. And it's also actually, this version is called Moon and Stars. I forgot my own title for a second there. It's called Moon and Stars, and it's based on a dream actually I had. I always have very vivid dreams, and they definitely help for me to pull some story ideas from. So this one is from a male perspective, which I haven't done in any book that I've had published, so that's really was exciting to kind of do it from a different perspective for the most part. And it's a pretty passionate tale, and I really enjoyed writing that as well. I don't want to really give too much away about it, except that it's about a warrior who is in love with basically a goddess figure in ancient Greece, and I'm not really going to tell too much about it because I feel like I'll spoil it. But I had just so much fun writing these stories. It was actually a lot easier to write these than it was to write Robber Bridegroom. The flow felt smoother, and the characters came to life a little bit easier, which was a lot of fun. I'm currently working on my third book I'm so excited that I've been able to work on it, and it's coming out in September this year. It is entitled Bright Blood, and you can actually read a sample of the first chapter on my webpage, arielportera.com. And that one is an original story, not based on anybody else's story, just from me, based on a dream I had, once again, about a young girl in Victorian era France. And she just suffered a family tragedy and is coming of age, about to have her coming out party, but is struggling with coming of age, is struggling with growing up, and also at the same time facing very real dangers where out in the woods there are these creatures that are preying and attacking people, and she wants to know why. She's kind of a stubborn character, kind of headstrong, and with the help of a young man named Taurus, she wants to uncover this mystery of these creatures, and it's a little bit scary. I've actually scared myself a few times while writing it, while listening to the soundtrack actually for Crimson Peak. It's a beautiful soundtrack, but there's some moments in it that are a little intense, and I've actually scared myself and made myself jump while writing. So it's a little bit scary, but it's definitely more of a coming of age and romance story. I like to think of it as a story of two characters really overcoming their personal tragedy through this joint adventure and this journey together, and it's really exciting to write. I'm excited to get it all finished and ready for you guys to read, and I'll be telling you guys a little bit more about that in my next blog post, which hopefully will not be almost a year away like this last one. This has been a large gap, but life got in the way. Any moms out there will understand. It's a little tough sometimes to find time when you're a mom to do other things. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please buy Beasts and Roses. I hope that you'll enjoy it, and when you read it, post a review. I'd love to see what you think. Thank you for watching.